welcome back. Remember Ask Aiko, that Filipino AI assistant we talked about?
Oh, yeah, I remember. What about it?
Well, get this. It just got a huge upgrade. Version 3 launched just this weekend.
Wow, already.
And the AI community is buzzing about it.
Bet. Things are moving so fast these days.
I know, right? And we're not going to just skim the surface here. We're going to do a deep dive into what these updates actually mean for you, for everyday users.
Awesome. I'm ready.
Okay, so first of all, it's pretty incredible how quickly they're pushing out these updates.
Yeah, version 3, just a month after launch. That's insane.
It really shows they're serious about user feedback and actually incorporating it.
For sure. That's key when you're building something new like this.
And you know how people were really asking for a history feature?
Oh, yeah, so you could go back and review those past conversations.
Exactly. Well, they actually listened and they added it.
That's great. They're really paying attention to what users want.
I know, it's pretty cool, but now it makes you think.
About what?
Well, about all that data being stored, right?
Mm.
Does it raise any privacy concerns?
Yeah, that's a valid point. I mean, people are getting more and more concerned about data privacy these days. Especially with AI.
Absolutely. But Nick Baranano, the creator of Ask Aiko, he addressed this head on. He said that users have complete control. You can delete your entire conversation history anytime.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
He even specifically said permanently deleted. So they seem to be taking those privacy concerns very seriously.
That's good to hear. Building trust is essential, especially in the AI world.
For sure. And it's not just about adding features. They've completely revamped the user interface.
Really? Tell me about it.
It's so much cleaner and more user-friendly now. You can tell they put a lot of thought into it.
It sounds like they're really focused on making AI accessible to everyone.
Exactly. And get this, they've added these things called conversation spaces.
What are those?
So basically, you can organize your different tasks and projects into these separate spaces, and that means Aiko can give you more tailored and relevant responses.
So it's like having different Aikos for different parts of your life.
It's almost like that, yeah. Imagine one space for work stuff, another for personal projects.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I could see that being really useful.
Right. And maybe even one for, just brainstorming.
I like that.
The possibilities are kind of mind-blowing.
It really shows how AI is becoming more personalized, adapting to our specific needs.
I know, it's amazing. And hold on, because it's not just for us everyday folks anymore. They've also launched Ask Aiko Pro and Ask Aiko Consulting.
Oh, wow. So they're targeting businesses and professionals now, too.
Yep. It's like they're acknowledging that AI can transform how organizations operate, how they grow.
Makes sense. I can definitely see the potential for AI in the business world.
Imagine you're running a company and you have access to data-driven insights and recommendations 24/7.
That would be incredible, like having a super smart consultant available at all times.
Exactly. And from what we've seen, Ask Aiko's image analysis capabilities are pretty mind-blowing. It's not just about answering questions anymore. It's about actually understanding and interpreting visual.
Image analysis, huh? That opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
It really does. It's not just about identifying what's in a photo. It's about Ask Aiko analyzing diagrams, historical artifacts, even satellite imagery.
Wow, that's impressive. What kind of app applications are they highlighting?
They've actually outlined 5 key areas where it's already making a big impact. We're going to get into all the juicy details soon, but first, I got it.
What is the first one? I'm dying to know.
Well, education's a big one.
Yeah.
Imagine a student who's struggling with a complex diagram of, let's say, the human hump. Ask Aiko can actually step in and provide more insight and context.
That's a fantastic example. It makes learning so much more interactive and engaging.
It's like AI is being used to enhance human capabilities, not just replace them.
I like that. Empowering teachers and students with better tools.
Exactly. And then, for research, think about all those researchers who deal with mountains of documents.
Oh, I know the feeling. I've spent countless hours sifting through archives.
Well, Ask Aiko can digitize those documents using optical character recognition or OCR, so you can actually search through them electronically.
That could revolutionize research. It would make information so much more accessible.
And the art world's getting in on the action, too.
Yeah.
Get this. Ask Aiko can analyze artwork to potentially help determine if it's authentic.
Whoa, really?
And it can even provide insights into the artist's techniques. Imagine museums using Aiko to give visitors a whole new understanding of the art they're seeing.
That's amazing. Though it makes you wonder, can AI really grasp the nuances of human creativity?
Right. It's a fascinating question. But we've got two more applications that really highlight the potential impact.
Okay, hit me with them. What else is on the list?
So Aiko can also analyze drone or satellite images to help farmers monitor the health of their crops.
Oh, wow. So it's helping improve agriculture.
Yeah, they can optimize yields, spot problems early.
That's a powerful application, using data to make farming more efficient and sustainable.
I know, it's pretty incredible. And last but not least, Aiko's image analysis can enhance security systems. It can actually analyze surveillance footage to detect unusual activity and improve response times.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not just about detecting motion. It's about actually understanding the context of what's happening.
Exactly. It's about using AI to anticipate and prevent problems.
That's a whole new level of security technology.
Right, and this is all just with their image analysis capabilities. We haven't even touched on those pro and consulting services yet.
I'm ready when you are. Those sound like they could be game changers.
All right, let's dive into how Ask Aiko is ready to shake things up in the business world when we come back.
Okay, so tell me more about these pro and consulting services. What's the difference between them and the regular Ask Aiko?
Well, it's kind of like leveling up your AI assistant, going from helpful to superpowered. Imagine Ask Aiko Pro, integrated with all your work tools, boosting your productivity in ways you haven't even thought of.
So it's not about replacing humans, but more about making us better. Right.
Exactly. More like amplifying what we can do.
Can you give us a sneak peek into the features of Ask Aiko Pro?
I don't have every single detail yet.
Okay.
But from what Nick Bariano said, it sounds like Pro will have some seriously advanced features.
Like what?
Like advanced data analysis, predictive modeling,
Wow.
maybe even custom integrations for specific industries.
It makes sense. If they're going after businesses, they got to offer real solutions for real problems.
Right. So what about Ask Aiko Consulting?
Yeah. How is that different?
Think of it as having this genius AI consultant right by your side, like three sort of Fiven. It's not just data. It's about insights,
Okay.
recommendations, support for those, tough decisions.
So it's like having a whole team of experts on call whenever you need them. That would be amazing for businesses that, can't afford a full consulting team.
Yeah.
But can Aiko really give good advice on, complex business issues?
It's a good question. Nick Barilano mentioned that consulting uses a powerful reasoning AI model, so they're definitely using some pretty sophisticated algorithms.
That's good to know. Transparency is going to be so important for people to trust this AI advice.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like that's been a major focus with Ask Aiko's development all along, like prioritizing user needs.
It's great that they're thinking about that.
Yeah, it feels like the whole AI industry is, starting to really deal with those ethical considerations.
Yeah, making sure AI is developed responsibly.
Exactly. And it's not just about Ask Aiko.
Right. It's about AI in general.
As this technology becomes more powerful, we really have to think about the implications, make sure it's being used for good.
I totally agree. We all have a responsibility to make sure AI benefits humanity.
And that's where informed listeners like you come in.
That's right.
The more we understand about AI, its potential, its limits, the better we can navigate this whole, rapidly changing landscape.
Totally. Knowledge is power, especially with something as big as AI.
So what does all this mean for you? Well, for one, AI isn't this far-off thing anymore.
Yeah, it's here.
It's here now, and it's already changing things in big ways.
It means we need to educate ourselves about AI and how it impacts our lives.
It means, being careful about the data we share and the choices we make when we interact with AI systems.
And it means we have a chance to be a part of shaping the future of AI, asking tough questions and pushing for ethical development.
Exactly. If you're feeling inspired and you want to dive into AI, there's no better place to start than with Ask Aiko.
I agree. It's a great example of how AI is being used in the real world.
So go to AskAiko.com and check it out. You might be surprised by what you find.
This is just the beginning, The AI revolution is still happening. We're all part of it.
That's a great point. But before we wrap things up completely, we haven't even touched on those image analysis capabilities yet.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. Image analysis is like a game changer.
It really is. Ask Aiko is at the forefront of this innovation, and it's not just recognizing objects anymore.
Right.
It's about understanding the context, the relationships between things.
Like it's actually comprehending what it's seeing.
Exactly. And Ask Aiko is already using these capabilities in all sorts of areas, from education to art history to agriculture.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Tell me more about these real-world applications.
Okay, so first let's talk about education. Imagine you're a student, right? And you're trying to understand this super complicated diagram,
Okay. All right.
like the inside of a cell or, an old photograph. Aiko can actually give you extra information, like right there in that moment.
That's amazing. It would make learning so much more like interactive.
Exactly, more engaging.
Right. Definitely.
And then there's research. Think about all those researchers spending hours and hours going through tons of documents.
Oh, yeah. I can only imagine.
Well, Ask Aiko can digitize those documents.
Really?
Yep, using OCR. So then
Yeah.
you can actually search through them electronically.
Wow. That would be a game changer for research.
Yeah.
So much easier to find what you need.
I know. And get this, the art world is even getting in on the action.
Oh, really? How so?
Ask Aiko can actually analyze artwork to potentially help figure out if it's authentic or not.
That's incredible.
And it can even give insights into the techniques the artist used.
So museums could use Aiko to give visitors a deeper understanding of the art.
Exactly. It's pretty amazing. But now let's move on to some other more practical applications like agriculture. Ask Aiko can analyze images from drones and satellites to help farmers, monitor the health of their crops
That makes sense.
so they can catch problems early, optimize yields, things like that.
That's a really cool use of AI, solving real-world problems.
Right. And finally, Aiko's image analysis can be used for security too.
Oh, interesting. In what way?
So it can analyze surveillance footage and not just detect movement, but actually understand what's going on.
Oh, wow.
So it can identify potential threats and things like that.
That's amazing. It's like having a super smart security guard that can predict what might happen.
I know, right? It's about using AI to be proactive.
Exactly. Prevention is key.
So as you can see, these image analysis capabilities are pretty impressive.
Yeah, they are.
They have the potential to really make a difference. And, we're really just scratching the surface. Who knows what other applications are out there?
I know. It's exciting to think about what the future holds for AI.
It really is. It's a time of incredible opportunity, but also responsibility. We need to make sure we're using it for good.
I completely agree.
And to all our listeners out there, stay curious, keep exploring, and join the conversation about the future of AI.
Absolutely. Your voice matters.
And if you're ready to experience AI firsthand, go check out Ask Aiko. It's a fantastic way to see this technology in action.
It really is. Head over to AskAiko.com and check out all the different versions they have.
Yeah, there's one for everyone.
And remember, this is just the beginning. The AI revolution is happening all around us, so, buckle up and enjoy the ride.
That's a great way to put it. Well said. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the amazing world of Ask Aiko.
It was a fascinating discussion.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you learned something new and maybe even feel a little bit inspired. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the infinite possibilities of AI.